Hi there. I think we're about 12 weeks or something after the original lockdown. Things are slowly beginning to open up again. However, we're still at home and George hasn't gone back to school. George has got a transition day at his new college that he's going to in September, so that's at the end of June, so we're looking forward to that. With regards to that, we've got issues with his Education, Health and Care Plan, his EHCP, in that the local authorities still haven't named the college that he's going to on it. And I lost count of how many times I've told them that his EHCP is wrong and they've promised to correct it and they haven't. So I think we're getting to this point now where we're going to have to make an official complaint just to get the thing corrected. I'm not saying that our local authority are useless, but they do give a really good impression of being so. So we've got that to do. And the transition day to look forward to, which should be good. John and I will both be going along to that as well, so we can ask any questions that we've got, and George will get to meet his new form tutor and that kind of thing, so it should be good. John has had an issue with his hearing aids. His left one started working intermittently and then just stopped working altogether one Sunday. So John phoned up audiology in an absolute panic, obviously because he depends on his hearing a lot. And he left a message for them, and an audiologist called back on Monday morning. Very, very efficient. And she talked me through fixing the left hearing aid so we didn't have to go into the hospital. So that was good, and I was quite proud of myself fixing that. And she noted that he also needed new hearing aid tubes as well. So she said she'd send some through with some instructions. So they arrived, and the instructions started off by saying that I would need a sharp knife and a pair of pliers. So it was quite a daunting task, but I did those as well, so I was quite pleased with myself. That handy Sue doesn't quite rhyme, does it? Oh well. Apart from all of that, things are beginning to open up again. I personally don't feel comfortable going out just yet. I don't get ill very often, fortunately. And the last time I was ill was that period between Christmas and New Year, 2018, 2019. And I got the flu. I haven't had flu since I was a child. And this one just really laid me out. I went to bed at 8 o'clock on the Saturday evening. I couldn't get up again till 4 o'clock on the Monday afternoon. And fortunately, there's plenty of food in the house, because like most people, there's enough food to feed a small army over the Christmas period. And unfortunately, without me to cook the food, John and George were just about able to manage to do some toast between them. So from that time where I went to bed on the Saturday and couldn't get up till the Monday afternoon, they were just basically existing on toast. And I still wasn't well when I got up on the Monday at 4, but they couldn't just keep living on toast. So I got up and I cooked something, and I had to sit on a stool in the kitchen to do it because I was just really, really wiped out by this flu and I couldn't eat properly. But it just brought home to me then, when I was ill for those few days, that we have absolutely no support network whatsoever. And if I'm ill or incapacitated at all, then the whole household is going to grind to a halt, and there's not a lot I can do about it. So there's still being a lot of cases of this coronavirus around. I'm not scared of getting ill, but I'm very aware that if I do, there is absolutely nobody to help John and George. Without me, there's nothing. They'd be able to get food because obviously you've got online deliveries and all that kind of thing, but they wouldn't be able to do anything with the food. They could make themselves a cup of tea, or can do breakfast cereal, chuck it in the bowl and throw the milk on, that's easy enough, and they can make toast and that's it. So that's why I'm very, very cautious about going out, and I go out once a week to do the shopping because I'm not a big fan of online shopping, for groceries anyway. So I go out once a week and do that, and I'm very careful. I tend to go in the morning because it's quieter. I did go in the afternoon last week, and it's not something that I would do again. I was very, very uncomfortable. It was very busy, and at one point I was selecting some meat out of one of the coolers, and I turned around and somebody had left a trolley right behind me with a child in it, and that made me really uncomfortable as well. So I shan't make the mistake of going shopping in the afternoon again. I will stick to the morning when it's quieter and it doesn't make me feel so uncomfortable. I'm hoping that it gets to a point soon where we feel comfortable going out. I would really, really love to take the Opus out, but obviously campsites are still closed at the moment, although we're expecting an announcement anytime soon, at the time of recording anyway. And I think camping with the Opus would be okay because the campsites have quite a big gap between pitches because of fire regulations. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that they're planning on using alternating pitches. So there's going to be an even bigger gap between where you are and your neighbours are. And we also have our own facilities as well. So we've got the Opus, we've got the awning, and we also have a toilet tent with a cassette toilet and a rechargeable shower. So the only thing we need if we go is the electric hookup and fresh water and wastewater disposal point and chemical toilet disposal point as well. So hopefully that works out. We probably wouldn't actually go anywhere from being on the campsite, but it would just be nice to be away from home, having been here for many, many weeks now. So that would be quite good. So fingers crossed that they do open. Anyway, it was just a quick catch up. Hopefully we get everything resolved with George's EHCP. Nothing else goes wrong with John's hearing aids. And our visit to the college goes well. The transition visit to the college goes well, which is the week after next. So thanks for joining me. And if you like the video, please give a thumbs up. And if you don't already, please hit that subscribe button. We all really appreciate your support. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.